I'm Brad Alexander. I'm VP and Previs Supervisor for Halon Entertainment. Previs studio based out of Santa Monica, California. Been running for about 5 years. That's about it. I think everyone's definition for them, it's kind of relative to everyone's experience. But for my experience and what I've done, Previs is coming in at a really, really early point of a show, especially in the creative end, and working with the director to rough out all of the kinks that will work and will not work from a script standpoint. Can be from a animated storyboard standpoint. Taking an idea from a piece of concept art and trying to make it into a bunch of shots that will eventually evolve into a sequence. I think that piece of a sequence that's going to actually go into filmmaking process or being shot, that's what the previs part is, because you're pre-visualizing what's going to be shot. Postvis is getting the raw plates. You have a bunch of green screen. You don't know what's going to be back there. So visualizing after and before it goes to post production, what's going to be in the green screen area. That's what's defined as post production in my mind. Virtual production is a whole. It's I guess the new wave of where everything is now. It's basically simulcam, which we used on Avatar, which we had green screen, but in real time when shooting the live action plates, we wanted to see what was going to be back there at the same time that we were shooting it. So we were able to see that in real time, update and change composition based on what was going to be in the back. And then, yeah, that's from a summary standpoint, that's what I've gathered thus far. Okay. Virtual production is using virtual tools in real time is a big technology that's actually coming to play now. With my company, we have a virtual camera. On Avatar, we had a virtual camera, but for our uses, we use our virtual camera for previs. For Avatar, it was used for virtual production, which there's still, once again, different definitions for some of the same things. When you actually use both hand in hand, I think they kind of talk back and forth to each other. Using previs on film and its evolution per se to get to where it is now, the evolution of the technology that's going in it. Since it's been used on so much of all these big films that are coming out, the popularity of why it's being used, I think, is you get down to the T of which lens you're going to use when you go to shoot a specific shot. You know exactly where to put the camera if you previs it correctly. You can have an entire sequence locked before you go to set to shoot anything. And if you have that as a Bible when you go to set to shoot, and then you bring that all the way through post-viz, then you have what you wanted from the very get-go. You've planned everything strategically, and you get the result that you aim for at the very beginning.